Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Well, now we're going to go back a bit in time, into the past, to understand that maybe that this Chicago mayor is not the greatest person. Now, remember that we end up talking about how she did all of this, where she's went to hotels and spent $585 and stuff like that.
Oh, spent money on the Vegas Strip on everything from steak dinners to hotels, and $3,741 just on Henyard's round trip flight.
To being the corrupt person that she is, now she's starting to rig elections. She doesn't seem to be the greatest person on the planet. So what we're going to do here is go over a few things and kind of see on the type of person that she really is. Well, here you go. Without further ado, this.
Makes a whopping $224,000 a year. Now Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard wants to cut the salary of her position by nearly $200,000. What a great move for taxpayers, right? Well, the pay cut only happens if someone else gets that job.
It's maybe the worst attempt to try to dissuade people from running that I've ever seen, and that's a long time.
Longtime municipal attorney Bert Odelson says he was stunned when he saw the latest move by controversial Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, who also doubles as the mayor of Dalton. 2 weeks ago, the Township Board passed an ordinance that allows Henyard to continue collecting her $224,000 a year salary. But if anyone other than Henyard gets the job, the ordinance resets that salary to $25,000 a year. Odelson says that's blatantly unconstitutional because you can't set an elected official's salary based on who's holding the seat.
You put a salary to attach to the job, to the officer. So it is a blatant attempt to dissuade other people from running and to allow the current supervisor to maintain the $250,000 or whatever it is obnoxious salary.
I didn't receive any information, actually literally till I sat down for the meeting. No.
So you didn't know this was coming?
No.
So yes, this woman here, as you heard, is trying to set it to where she can keep her job, her cushy $224,000 job. But if anybody else gets a job that would have been going up against her, that the people did not know, the people did not like, that they would be set down from the $224,000 that she would be getting to just a measly $25,000. That is almost even below the minimum wage for a lot of people, and that's not livable, especially in cities to where you need a lot more to just survive. So she is literally trying to rig her own election in order to, stay in power, to keep her cushy job, to have full control over the people. How this woman has not been arrested yet is beyond me, but there's more. You know, guys, how this woman here is just simply probably the most corrupt human person on the planet? Well, look at this. We have that she is also a criminal. She is a mastermind at her job. She is age 33, and she was arrested on July 2016. Well, let's see. Let's take a look on here. Oh, it says that she was released for criminal trespassing. And we're going to get more into that because there's more that meets the eye here for her. Oh, right. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's right. She was arrested on July 20th, 2016, 7:51 p.m., released July 21st, 2016, 12:31 a.m. Her charge was criminal trespass to vehicles. Yes, this woman is a criminal, fellas. She has been known to criminally trespass onto vehicles and steal things and stuff like that. So this person also seems a great piece of work, a great asset to the people, and she doesn't seem to hold no bars here. She just goes full on animal. And this is the problem that we're having here, right? That these people are just being elected, criminals, no criminal background. It's like, nah, you don't have a criminal background. You're allowed to be you're allowed to be this. You're allowed to be that. Here, so forth. If you think this is the end to her madness, it's not. It just gets worse. Because if you think that she is the end to all this, she's also continuing to steal. Yes, guys, she is still stealing. Take a look.
your candidates to do something like that using taxpayer funds?
No, not using taxpayer funds.
Okay, so if you've driven one of the expressways in the south suburbs recently, you've no doubt seen one of these giant billboards. They feature the name and the face of a smiling local politician. What you may not know is the money for these billboards is coming out of taxpayers' pockets, and that's raising questions.
Take a drive to the south suburbs and you can't miss them. 4 giant billboards featuring Tiffany Henyard's name in large letters, along with her picture, smiling down on the thousands of cars going by on Interstate 57 and the Bishop Ford Expressway. What are they advertising? One says fresh produce, another senior services, and this one simply says we offer general assistance. There's a phone number, but you wouldn't know what it's for unless you can read in teeny tiny letters Thornton Township Supervisor as you're speeding by.
Yes, so this lady knows no bounds. So yes, again, she's stealing from her taxpayers, again, from her people, from her public, and it's just quite outrageous. And the fact of the matter is that I don't think that anything will possibly be done. I hope that something could possibly be done, considering the fact that she's stealing from the public, taxpayers, and stuff like that. And it just doesn't seem to be working here. Now, there's a little bit more that we should probably go into, so we're going to get directly into it. This is with a very old lawyer, which he's been mentioned previously in this video, going over a few things on that he hasn't even seen this, something that is amazing to him, surprising considering he's been around for so bloody long.
The billboards that have gone up along the expressways. We showed the billboards to Bert Odelson, an election attorney who's been working in Illinois politics for 50 years.
When I first looked at it, I thought, what is she running for now?
Dalton says it's clear the billboards are promoting more than township services. He says they're essentially campaign ads.
This is a blatant attempt to promote herself politically. The township should not have paid for these if they did, and I'm sure they did.
They did indeed.
So, yes, this woman is obviously doing this nefariously. She has managed to shut a guy that's been working in the force for about 50 years, or as a lawyer for 50 years, about doing this political stuff, and he is even shocked. Like, it's just insane, the amount of corruption that's here. I have never seen such corruption besides the Biden administration, so, there's also that. I cannot fathom what's going on. But, see, guys, it gets worse here, because it's not just that. She also goes around and acts like she's, helping people, thinks she's helping people, with a camera crew and a whole bunch of the giant police force. It just gets completely insane. Take a look.
Isn't the first time Henyard has used taxpayer dollars to burnish her own personal image. In fact, on other occasions, she spent a lot more.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Earlier this year, Fox 32 showed you how Henyard spent tens of thousands of dollars using employees and vehicles from the township and from Dalton, where she also serves as CEO. We tried to question Henyard about her detail as she went door to door in Dalton giving out water on a 100-degree day, surrounded by police, firefighters, public works employees, and 2 videographers documenting for Dalton's Facebook page.
I want to tell the people I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I hope they post what we actually do here in the village of Dalton. It's not telling.
Henyard's detail that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period. That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000 themselves, and more than $12,000 to Clear Channel Outdoor Advertising for 1 month's rental of the billboard.
And to add icing on the cake, they were never consulted about the billboards. Yes, at least the people that were trying to make it go past and go through, they were never consulted. It was just slapped on their face and, so forth. Oh, by the way, Chris Gonzalez is back, by the way.
Was never consulted about the billboards, which he says needed their approval.
Some of the first things that popped in my mind is, what are we doing? This isn't a big sale. We're not selling cars here. I mean, if it's informational, then it should be informational. I mean, there's so many other ways we could have spent that money that would have, directly helped people.
So yes, that is pretty much the whole rap sheet of this current mayor, and possibly more, most likely going to come in the first coming months, if not month, because it seems like we always end up going back to her for some god apparent reason. Well, this is only my second video on her, but you can see that her criminal record is ramping, and is ramping up quite high and quite quickly, and it hasn't been taking her very long to do this. So, it seems that Chicago, very corrupt place, not surprised, but it seems that this person may be the most corrupt, along with the cops. So I'm kind of concerned on the actual people's safety in this actual city/state, because, you know, it doesn't seem too great. And also, let's not forget, this lady has a criminal record. Her bond was set to $1,500. So, let's just not forget that this person was a criminal and remains to be a criminal. And as we can see here, she has a professional record, I guess. And it's leading to be a great record as she remains in office as the mayor. Well, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.